Oh, hi. How you doing? Welcome back to Legends. So today's goal is pretty much the same goal that we had last time. I need a shiny ground type because we are going to be fighting Kanari soon, and she has an Electros. That thing is going to do jump ropes on my team. Also, check it out. Headache is fully evolved. Check this out. Isn't this one cool? It is actually a really cool shiny. I mean, like, come on now. Look at that. Look at that. Shiny Mecha Pidgeot. That's sick. Oh, it's icon stays? That's cute. Alright, so basically, we're just going to focus really hard on Wild Zone 8. I'm hoping, personally, I'm hoping for a Sandile. That is the primary, pick, in my opinion. If I somehow end up with another shiny Pidgey, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. If I end up with another shiny Pidgey, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna twist and shout. I'd prefer to not end up with a double. I already have a shiny double. Don't need another one. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through 4 times, and then on the 5th time, I'm going to do like a more all-rounder check. This is run through number 3. I think the real deluxe prize here would be a shiny Alpha Crocodile. Or Crocorock, I guess. But Gibble would also be a pretty good prize, I'm not gonna lie. The only problem is that, man oh man, we all know about shiny Garchomp. I don't have to spell it out for you. Alright, this one we're going to do a more all-encompassing check. Got so much work to do, man. I have to work on Best of 2025. I gotta get started on that because I can't wait until like July to get that video out. I have to get out in a semi-reasonable time for me. Latest I'd want it to be out would be like March at this point. God, I thought that was a shiny Pidgey for a second. I was gonna start biting people. I have to make a short little video about what happened to the Blasphemous stream. I lost it. I'm gonna have to make another. Remember, like, I don't know if anybody really remembers this. Back in 2021, when we did For the Worthy, I ended up losing the stream where we fought the Destroyer, and we got a bunch of life fruits. And I basically used like Google Slides to recreate what happened in that stream. It was really stupid. So I'm probably gonna do something like that again with a little bit more effort because I actually know how to use an editing program somewhat this time around. I am petrified of these birds, I'm not gonna lie. I am so scared of these birds. You'd think, considering how many Pokemon I run past in Zone 8, you would think that it would be easier to find a shiny in there, but nope, I find the bird. That's 4 times. Yeah, the real unfortunate stuff is that I don't think any of the Pokemon in here could be alphas. Or outside of wild areas. Unless it's like a very special spawn. Okay, I think... I haven't really been keeping track, I've just been kind of talking. It's gonna be a very low-key stream. Like, if if you came here expecting like some witty commentary and some truly outrageous ha-has, and today is just not your day. Because you are currently listening to a man who is just so tired. Just in general. I'm mentally exhausted. Yeesh. I want to play. I've been thinking about playing Minecraft recently. Like, I feel like it'd be a game that we never finish, but it'd just be like a game that I play for fun. I've been thinking about trying a hardcore Minecraft world one day. But in all honesty, I also really don't like the idea of a hardcore Minecraft world, because I'd probably just try to get to the Ender Dragon and then stop with the hardcore Minecraft world. I think that what I'd love to do is have a realm. But I'm also very concerned about what my followers would do in a Minecraft realm where I can't stop them. That Pidgey isn't shiny. Scared for a minute. Look, I actually wouldn't mind another shiny Pidgey. It would be good for a living dex and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna be honest. Just gonna be honest. Last thing I want. You give me like a shiny Alpha Sandile, I would laugh. I love how big they are. Like look at this chunky boy. That is a nibble. A realm would be pretty cool. It's just fairly pricey. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay. How about I just do a check every time? I feel like it'd be more interesting. There are free servers? Really? What type of like underground, like black market trading do I have to do to get one? Maybe if I just ask Mojang really nicely, though. Like, this is gonna like set off my mouth. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go with the free servers, mainly because I opened that link and it says it uses an unsupported protocol. I have no clue what that means. I don't know what an unsupported protocol means, but it sounds bad. Gibble. Gibble. Wrong link. Really? Oh, how do I get it? I have to sign up? I'll look into that. I will look into that. I think playing Minecraft is it would just be a relaxing thing to do, you know? Like it wouldn't really be like an intense stream. It'd just be me having fun. Especially because like I'm not good at Minecraft, but I know a lot of stupid stuff with Minecraft. Like, I'm not going to pull off any speedrunning tech anytime soon, but I will probably be the first guy to make a bomb. That drillbird just spawned in. I saw that. Can't hide that. Oh yeah, sometimes they just try to murder me through the gate. But, like, what do you do when that happens? You're going to disappear? There we go. I wish this area was better. If no one is on the server, it closes and needs to be reopened again. Oh, that's kind of cool. I should also probably check the two Fletchling that are behind me. They're fine. They're normal. Every time I see Gibble, like, my heart stops for a second because it's just like, oh, that looks like a shiny Drillbur nose, and it's Gibble. That's good. If I end up with another shiny bird, I'm going to throw up. I'm gonna throw up. One thing that I've always wanted to do is just like have like a forever world. I feel like I'd have to do a little bit of like messing around with the server first, mainly because I don't want to risk having my entire like place exploded. I think it would probably be like only available to like certain followers and stuff like that. And also, every single Minecraft, I can't disable TNT. Every single Minecraft server I played on as a kid, everything went really well until like one diamond went missing, and all of a sudden it became like street warfare. No, turf warfare. That's the. Hello, Sandile. There is another Pokemon that I would not mind trying to get shiny. Oh, they revealed the new Overwatch here? They revealed the new Overwatch here? He has a sword. That's cool. Deep tank? I mean, I'm assuming. Big sword. Oh. Overwatch is such a weird game. Like, I can never truly say if I hate it or like it. No, I don't still play Overwatch. I was looking something up. And, that, like, notification just appeared. Again. I'm getting mauled by Drillbur. I think that Overwatch 2 is fine. I think it's actually in a much better, it's probably the best spot it's been in a long time. I think a little bit of competition made the devs realize, oh god, we actually have to try now. We actually have to pretend we know what we're doing. And they heard that and said, okay, we give only 9 skins to Kiriko this year instead of 10. I hate Kiriko so much. The worst character ever introduced into any sort of shooter. Any sort of shooter. The fact that a character like that is able to just exist is honestly criminal. It's criminal. Oh, double gibble. That's a new one. I think that the problem with Kiriko is that she creates kind of this wall that every hero needs to be able to jump over before they could be viable. You know? I think that the problem with Kiriko is also that she just gets too much. Like, most of the stuff that she has can be given to another character to make them decent, but everything on Kiriko just makes her insane. She has the highest headshot damage in the game. Well, next to like Widowmaker and like Hanzo. I'll get to the lore later. I got a couple things to say. So already, if a Kiriko is skilled enough, she could basically just like two-tap you if you're a squishy. She's got healing that homes in on people. She has, and I mean, truthfully, though, the healing part of her kit is like the least offensive part of it, because it is still very slow. It's the least offensive part of her kit, but then you get into her like actual abilities, and I want to vomit. First of all, Swift Step on the smallest hitbox in the game should get whoever designed that castrated. I'm just saying. A character with a hitbox that small should not be able to duck out of combat whenever they feel like it. And plus a character that could two-tap squishies. She should never have been able to just dip out of a bad situation like that. It makes killing Kiriko feel like just this. She actively has to play bad to die. There are some Kirikos where it's just like you can't kill her, and then they throw on wall climb on top of that. They give her even more options to escape. And then it's like, okay, you literally have given her two options that make certain heroes unable to catch her. Like a character like Reaper, if Reaper tries to jump her, she's just gonna either teleport or like go up a wall. Or I guess, Torb, I guess. And then you talk about Suzu. And oh my god, I think Suzu might actually be the worst ability in the game from a health standpoint. Because as I said earlier, what it does is it creates this wall that every single hero on the enemy team has to jump over before they can actually be useful. You know? And it can just, and it extends out, and it's just like, you can't focus down a hero with a tiny hitbox, the ability to immediately leave combat, the ability to do very good headshot damage, and make herself temporarily invulnerable in the middle of a team fight. You can't do that, especially when there are other ults going off. Like, it's awful. It's terrible. And I mean, you could technically be like, oh, but Tracer, she's kind of like that. But Tracer gets like one-tapped. Tracer gets one-tapped, and her main thing is her ability to blink around. Kiriko just kind of becomes this weird like hodgepodge of a bunch of different really strong abilities. And it gets really ridiculous really quickly. I think, like, for example, okay, I play Roadhog a lot because I'm a degenerate. And Kiriko can do really good damage. Both of her abilities can counter Hog. Like, the bread and butter of Hog's character can just be countered. And then And then, like, you pair that up with some other healers, and it just gets really bad. Because they used to throw characters like Anna in the mix, Baptiste, Mercy, and he's just like, man, oh man, trying to kill a healer feels awful. And I mean, granted, a healer shouldn't be easy to kill. That I feel like everybody can agree on. They shouldn't be, like, the one thing that you need to kill to really, you know, push your team ahead of that team fight. But Kiriko takes that concept and just snaps it over her knee. Is anybody, like, Lifeweaver gets basically thrown into the corner every once in a while. Sure, the healing for Lifeweaver is good, but it's just like, man, oh man, you get a tiny dash and the platform. Good luck. There's a 7-foot German man with a rocket hammer rapidly approaching. I hope you know what you're doing. And then, like, I was really into the Overwatch lore back in, like, Overwatch 1. And then, like, dude, Kiriko made me not care. Because I think the worst part about Kiriko is that she feels corporate. She feels corporate, if that makes any sense. Her backstory feels like an OC's. I didn't like that. I mean, I liked the cinematics she got, but if that was it, then it would have been okay. But then it just kind of became like, when people say that Kiriko is the poster child of Overwatch 2, they're not really wrong. That comes from a pretty well-sourced place. And I mean, it also just kind of makes other characters worse by comparison. And I mean, what I mean is that, as I'm gonna bring up the wall metaphor I've been using again, when a new healer comes out, they immediately have to find a way to scale to Kiriko's, like, amazingly nutty abilities, or excel at a specific niche, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, Yari. Ilari? The sun. I think that she excelled at being able to do damage and heal her teammates while also basically keeping them on an idiot leash to make sure that their tank doesn't run off and start eating more glue. But I just feel like once Kiriko enters the game, if the rest of the healers are kind of toned down to more of a niche, that's bad. Also, she has like one of the best ults in the game. Like, every single one of her abilities is good. It's gross. It's criminal. It's repulsive. Also, her character's just not very interesting. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Overwatch has so many interesting characters. And they're like, okay, but you guys like Kiriko, right? No, not really. Talk about Sigma again. Like, that is one of the most intriguing characters in Overwatch. And it's just like, we hear you, so we're never going to touch it again. I'm trying to think of other characters who I find very interesting. Moira, pretty interesting. I feel like Judo could be pretty interesting. Baptiste, Mauga, Doomfist. There's a bunch of characters in there. Ashe, Widowmaker. There's a lot in there. It's just like, no. We need to give Kiriko 4 more skins. The collab. And I mean, like, for the most part, some of these collab skins, I understand where they're coming from. Like the One Punch Man collab, yeah, I get why Kiriko is in there. And like the My Hero collab, yeah, sure, I get it. And then you pull the Avatar collab, where it's like, okay, we know all of the main characters of Team Avatar. You got Aang, you got Katara, you got Toph, you got Zuko, and you got Suki. And no one else. There's nobody else. No one at all. I mean, Katara's been a single child her whole life. You didn't know that? I mean, I can't get too mad. Fortnite also snubbed Sokka, which is so fun. I love when I love when games snub Sokka. It makes me so happy. Can't you tell? This shiny hunt is not going very well, by the way. I mean, I do think that while Kiriko is pretty unhealthy for the game, I think that there are also some characters that can either match her or get, like, close to that level. I think Sombra as a character, I love Sombra. It's like one of my favorites. But oh my god, her playstyle is just built to ruin one person's day. And that's it. That's all it is. Find one guy, decide you hate them, and ruin their day completely. If it's like a Doomfist or like a healer, yeah, you found your target. Like, I feel like Sombra should have more abilities that make her feel less like a target one person and more like a, you know, pick and choose where it's the most valuable. Yeah, Spy TF2. I used to feel like Orisa was pretty bad for the game. There was just too much she could do. That's a common complaint I have. I think that when a character in like any sort of team-based game can do too much, they should be like toned back a little. Like there's just a level where it's, we don't need a character that does everything. Because it makes other characters worse by comparison and less useful. You know? Like, when was the last time Zenyatta was meta? I don't even remember that. Oh, look at that. Alpha. I do think TF2 is a pretty well-balanced game. I think the only characters that I think would need a little bit of tweaking is Sniper. Because let's be honest, going up against a good Sniper is rough. It's rough, man. Like, one that really knows what they're doing and it's just like in their element might as well just like push the cart on his own. Gabe, how much do I need to pay you to give me a shiny suit? I'll take anything. Maybe not anything. I will take something. Hey, it's a marine. Okay, when I said I'll take anything, I don't mean a Pidgey. Anything but Pidgey. Let me make that distinction. I'm trying to think about, oh my god, the fact that we've been talking about balancing for so long and I haven't mentioned Dead by Daylight. I feel a little bit disappointed in myself. Talking about Dead by Daylight balancing is like opening up the Necronomicon for being exposed to eldritch horror. Your mind just kind of breaks in on itself. I haven't touched Dead by Daylight in months. Let me look at it really quickly. I want to see, when was the last time I opened Dead by Daylight? Last time I opened Dead by Daylight was in July. I have not opened Dead by Daylight since July. And that was like around the time of the Walking Dead chapter. Every single thing Dead by Daylight has done since the FNAF chapter came out has been bad. It's been bad. They can't do anything right. Like, they're putting up, like, Overwatch 2 on release, like, numbers of bad. In terms of balancing, at least. Oh, and just general tomfoolery. They released a community-made dredge cosmetic, which covered half your screen. They released a Halloween Deathslinger skin, which covered half your screen. They completely neutered Myers, which was one of my favorite killers in the game. There's a bot in here who will now be absolutely removed. I couldn't think of a word. What else did they do? Yeah, they completely gutted Myers, as I said. They basically just made him into another dash killer. Just so lame. Literally, like, the simplest of ways you could fix Myers was just to be like, all right, there's no longer a cap on stock anymore. And that would have solved most of Myers' issues, in my opinion. Or let me switch between Evil Within 1 and Evil Within 2. So I can mix and match a stealthy killer and a more chase killer. Why not? But instead they were like, yeah, but we're just going to completely, like, remove what made him so fun in the first place. And there's nothing you can do about it. They said they were going to rework Skull Merchant back in, like, March. I do not know what happened to that. I am assuming Skull Merchant is dead. Good. They said they were going to rework Trickster as well. Back again in, like, March. Which I am also assuming Trickster is dead. And then they recently tried to push out some absolutely nasty patches. They basically changed Bloodlust. And for those of you who actually have a social life, Bloodlust basically is when the killer is in a chase with a survivor for a certain amount of time, the killer will gain Bloodlust, which is a speed boost that stacks up to 3 after a while, making the killer faster. So what they have changed is that you can no longer use your power during Bloodlust. Or, like, Bloodlust will be canceled out if you use your power. which is ridiculous. That will probably kill so many killers in Chase. Like, for example, Dredge. One of the best Dredge tactics was chasing them around and teleporting to a certain point when the time is right and getting a hit off. Now you move at base speed and you will be looped and you will like it. You will like it. You will enjoy your punishment. Your punishment is starting up the game. You know, it's really dawning on me. This hunt's not going well. Let's take 5. Let's take 5. Oh, you wanna wait for 5 minutes? Well, I was talking about Dead by Daylight. I was talking about how bad they've been doing. When they released the Walking Dead chapter, the voice line sounded like Cheeks. That happened. And then, the PTB dropped. And due to bugs, they couldn't have one of the 2 survivors in the public test build. Which I think is a level of irony we have yet to discover. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna shy hunt over here. You can actually, reset for the, these carbink. And the spade act record. Actually, okay, here's what we're going to do, okay? We are going to set it tonight, and then, do I want to go out and fight Kanari? Nah. I think my personal pick for Pokemon that I want is either Carbink or I could get a Mawile. In all honesty, I'd prefer to not get a main deck. Because I hate Mega Main Electro. Looks so bad. It's like one of the like only Mega Evolutions I dislike. It looks so lazy. It's just like, it's a lightning bolt now. And that makes it look like it has really bad back problems. I think I'm kind of just yapping to myself here. I'm a little bit tired. You haven't noticed yet, but I'm a little bit tired. Jesus, that's a big rock. Although I kind of like it. I've always wanted to try to use a Carbink. I think it's like such a weird, underrated Pokemon. I'd like to use it. It's a Pokemon that I have never really given any thought to. Except like when I'm playing like Pokemon X and Y again, I'm like, oh yeah, Carbink. That's a Pokemon in this video game. Wink, wink. Also, it does have a really good shiny. I am checking the Mawile. What I could also do is I could just continuously, like, use the bench. And then check the Carbink. How about this? We're going to rest on the bench 10 times and then check carbon. Number 2. You guys heard about Black Ops 7? And that like it has like a large amount of AI generated content. Number 3. I think that oops. There we go. I haven't bought a COD game since Black Ops 3. And in all honesty, I'm glad, because I think I left the series at the best time. I think Black Ops 3 was the last good COD game. That's just my personal opinion. Because I think it was a good progression. You know, like Black Ops 1 was very boots on the ground, stuff like that. Black Ops 2 was boots on the ground, but also was willing to do a bit more with it. And then like Black Ops 3 was just more like, you know, we're doing space stuff now, and it's still boots on the ground, but it's not to a point where it's like where we're playing Starfield now. You know what I mean? This is number 5. I kind of do want a shiny Carbink. I just feel like it's a Pokemon I will never ever think about. And I think I feel like it deserves that chance. I feel for you, Carbink. Nobody's been giving Carbink a shot. Today's the day. In your opinion, what's the most powerful Pokemon? From a technical standpoint, I would say something like Mega Rayquaza. From a competitive according to Pokédex, I would say Arceus is pretty strong. It's literally God. But I would also like to point out a couple of extra candidates in this one. I would like to point out Zygarde is pretty scary. Necrozma is pretty scary. Sword and Shield one. Eternatus is pretty scary. Okay, going through it. Arceus is literally God. Necrozma literally goes from dimension to dimension, stealing all of the light in the universe. Eternatus is apparently the cause of, like, a world-ending disaster or whatever. Okay. But one of my personal picks is Yveltal. And it's for the dumbest reason possible. It's because, according to the Pokédex, if Yveltal dies, so does everything else. So, like, you know, I feel like that's a little bit unfair for everything on Earth to be linked to this weird bird. Little bit unfair, personally. Like, his death is not my problem. Why am I getting punished for it? Little bit screwed up, if you ask me. Zygarde is apparently literally supposed to balance nature. if my knowledge on Zygarde is correct, it's just supposed to, like, balance out the force of nature. Bite you? Okay. I have to buy, like, Nintendo Online, but, yeah, sure. I'll get my words up one day. Wait, let me just move away really quickly before I get mauled by the dog. I just reached rank D. Well, unfortunately for me, I'm like rank F. Yeah. Because I haven't fought Kanari yet. You know what? Lantern can... Yeah, that is a lot. However, there is also things like Electivire, who can power an entire city on their own. Which is pretty nuts. Lantern can make power more than an entire universe. That is pretty good. Also, okay, underrated pick for like strongest Pokemon lore-wise, Cargo. If you completely ignore the stats. Because I'm just gonna be honest. Cargo is a bit like hotter than the sun. Which is just nuts. And then I'm gonna have like little Timmy stand next to it. You know. Little Timmy, stand next to the sun. I have a weird, out of nowhere pick, okay? You guys understand how overwhelmingly cold Aurorus is? Does anybody understand how cold Aurorus is? I think Aurorus is like, it's like negative something. Obviously. Oh, a minute. How cold was Aurorus again? Yes. Negative 240 degrees Fahrenheit. And just to really, you know, just to really let that sink in, there are moons. There are like actual moons and craters on the moon that are warmer than Aurorus. Just think about that. It's like it's a living like bioweapon, basically. Hey, it's Ivysaur. Oh. Die. Could you imagine, like, trying to, like, you would freeze to death. Oh, Hunter's here. please, not another curse. Don't want to have to deal with curse again. The curse go through. I know. Is probably going to absolutely maul me. My poor little existence. Not a word, chat. Not a word. You're better than this. Snorlax sleeps 25 hours a day. That's the dream, in all honesty. That sounds lovely. I'd love to get an hour of sleep, let alone 25. Okay, also, genuine question. What was up with the, like, developers when they were, like, doing Alola Pokedexes? Who hurt them? Like, can we talk about that? Who hurt the devs at Game Freak when they were writing the Alola decks? Most of the Alola decks is just like, oh yeah, this thing absolutely will break your spinal column and rip out your carotid artery. Why? Bebo. Bebo, get out of the water. Bebo? Alright, Bebo, kill. Bebo. Bebo, now is not the time for a swim. Get out of the water, Bebo. I do appreciate that. Oh, well, never mind. Bebo, he came to you. Kill. I do appreciate that. Yes, I have heard of switching out Pokemon, but I'm very enchanted by the Feraligatr swimming animation. See, I could just show off my Pidgeot, but I have a couple challenges I wanted to do. So. Ow. I have to... Get it. Spadely, what's stopping you from buying a cake right now and eating it? I'm watching my weight. I've actually lost a lot of weight this year. Like, when I started streaming, I was around like 250 pounds. I'm about 208 now. I'm on the up and up. Still not a good weight, but a lot better. Just have to murder one more person. Oh, hey, look, one more person. Hi, Bebo. Eat. We got the ticket. So let's just get out of here. I think that we should just go and try to fight Kanari. Because once we fight Kanari, we unlock Wild Zone 11, and Wild Zone 11 has Inkay, who I really want on my team. I know that Malamar is not that good. I do not care. My best friend. Good night. As in, like, the one part of the map I've never been. Oh, the nerve. Not by this one center, really. These three aren't team members. I'm just keeping them around for dex completion. Okay, so we're cheating. Okay. Let's go. Magneton. How many screws do you have in your basement? Wouldn't you like to know? Oh, wait a second. I think I remember hearing about this. Check your bag? Okay. It's a VTuber. One second, I have to pull out my... Also, I don't know why, but I feel like Pokemon, since like Gen 5, they have never missed on character design. Like, at all. Okay. One second. I have 18 screws. That's not a lot of screws. I'm just gonna follow that guy. I did not know I could exchange those. I've just been picking them up. Putting them in my mouth and storing them like a chipmunk. Tons of it. Wow, we did it. Another one down. I'm glad my character looks kind of emo. I'd love to get some better clothes for him. Question 3. Electric type Pokemon are her fave. I mean, yeah. She loves Electros. It's the thing I'm actively dreading. Who's the Chandelure girl? Yeah, there's a girl in here dressed like a Chandelure. Don't pay much. Okay. You know, showing off that Electros is kind of scary. It's like she's just actively showing me the weapon she will use to end my life. Okay, before we do anything, I think I want to put back these guys. They're not really going to be involved in the fight. I don't know why my pinch shot is still involved. Each earthquake to Feraligatr. No, I don't. I need to get 2 levels. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll soften him up with Bebo and Headache, and then it's mainly gonna make that the therapy. I've totally got this. Oh, wow. It is my right, nay, my duty to... Shut up! Somebody push him. What do you want? Favorite dessert? Okay. Oh, can I just fast travel? Yes, I can. I can just fast travel. Okay. 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 Ah, he got here first. Electric. Also, I don't know why Pokemon just decided to go 2 and 2 on electric type streamer characters, but I'm not complaining. Alright. So, let's see here. If I can find... Screw people. Oh. Pokemon research. we'll just check. We'll just check. We'll just check. Listen, break up some crystals while we're out and about. Because the more of those that we do, the easier my life technically is in the future. Oh. I've gone too. Oh, wait. Eyes, buddy. Oh. That's actually useful. That's useful stuff. What else do they got? Empty room. What? All merch. Is that a picture of her as a kid? Hey, Bebo, I don't really think this place was built for you. Just saying. I don't think tight office spaces are built for my alligator. So, I guess all that I can get here is stuff here. I think I want to get the one... to catch, wait, what? I can level it up? I can level it up. That's actually interesting. I just want to be able to catch Pokemon. That's it. Just make it easy to catch Pokemon. Also, he was very rude. How many shards do I have on me right now? 115. I've actually been. Oh, I can't get over something. Whatever that is. I'm honestly just going around and picking up a couple items right now. Alright. We gotta get back to Kanari. At the very least, even if we don't get the, how many Pokeballs for me? Even if we don't get Even if we can't beat Kanari. Jesus. Back. That was a fairly mild task for this context. A newbie, if you will. Oh, the Chandelure girl is gone. Jesus. The one from Cafe. Cool, I guess. I feel like it'd actually be like a favor for Kanari if she doesn't have to beat this dude. Are we gonna have to battle? Is that what's about to happen? Okay, cool. Alright, so I plan on currently dragging this man's entire body through Bebo's jaws. Beesh Kaposh, let's go. If I end up losing to this guy, I'm retiring. I'm ending the stream and I'm living in the mountains. Oh, Helium Tile. Oh, dude, I love Helium Tile. What a goofy guy. Alright. Oh yeah, Bebo's got pretty sharp jaws. Ew, Demon Child. No. It dodged it. Alright, what do you got? Oh. That's kind of scary. And Evo just crunches and munches his way. Inconceivable. If I'm using that word, I don't think it means think it be. Okay, what's up? What do you want? When I was a kid, I played my first games on a laptop. Who owned that laptop? Grandpapa? I don't need anything. Just did it for the love of the game. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of a bad situation for me, no matter what happens. Because knowing streamers, if I lose, like, I'm gonna get death threats. Alright, so let me go and buy a couple of healing items really quickly, heal up my Pokemon, and then we're going to go and face Kanari, and we will work from there. Especially because we are long overdue for seeing some new Pokemon, and I'm getting tired of it. Hey, it's him again. I get so happy when Kanari responds to my comments. Shut up, man. Oh, Grandpa. Funny how our paths keep crossing, ain't it? I was watching the Quiz Whiz contest, and I gotta say, you did great out there, kid. Watching. Alright, I guess we're battling. Has a Mega Stone. Just concerning. Okay, it's Haddock, that's light work. That's light work. Those Stealth Rocks did actually hurt though. I really don't like extra drill. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, we're doing this? Okay! Mega Excadrill. Alright, let's see it. Will it be good? I have a couple of ideas in my head, and I hope they're good. Oh. Nice dodge, Vivo. Hey, Mega Excadrill. It's okay, it's fine. Not my favorite. I even buy a log shot. That's great. You're telling me that this anime girl was actually an even more attractive person in real life? Kidding me. All right, cool. Thanks, Paragon. Okay. Are we not already in the... Alright, whatever. Alright, so I have no clue how well this is going to go for me. It's alright, we'll be fine. Hey. Let's give it a shot. I'm not confident in this. Thank you for battling me. All right. Go, let's go. They really can't stop making great characters, can they? All right, so the way I'm gonna start this is it starts with Bulldoze of all. Oh, that was mean, Bebo. That was mean. Slugfest. Yep, alright, so there goes Bebo. I don't know how well that's going to do. Jesus. Yeah, I think we're losing this fight. Unless Therapy pulls out some incredible clutch. Oh, we're going 2 and 2. All right, we're cooked. All right, let me see it. Let me see it. I'd say max revive on for Alligator. That might be a good idea. I don't like using healing items in battle. If they don't use healing items, I won't either. Looks fine. Ow. Alright, so we got to Kanari. But we did kind of our life very quick. Alright, try it again. I think that's actually the first time I lost a fight. Oh god, do I have to watch this cutscene every time? I mean, look, Tarragon, you're plenty cute, but... Come on! Let me in. Okay, so I think I gotta be honest here. Headache is not going to do anything. I think, funnily enough, considering that we also have to fight Tarragon, getting Headache was absolutely the worst thing for this team. Although, okay, you gotta admit, that was a pretty good switch, although it did very quickly kill him. So here's how we're gonna play it. Heal again, maybe? I don't want to heal. If she's not going to heal, I don't want to heal. Even if I am very, very low. No. Is that just one-shot therapy? Huh. Yeah, I actually don't even think healing would have mattered there. Just, it completely botched me. Wow, okay. I think we'll have to come back with another team member on that one. Because, she literally just spiked me to the floor. Which means that we need to find another team member. Heal. All right. Go hunt for another team member. Rank Diggersby? No. I'm being weird. I'm trying to use mainly shiny Pokemon. Because it's the only way my dopamine receptors will work again. Rank Diggersby with a white coat of paint. I don't really... There's only one place I know of where I can shiny hunt Buttlebee, and it's not a very good place. Try to not murder Carping. Hold on a minute. I have a YouTube video up to show me. That's the area we can rock with. That's not very good. Alpha Mobile. Hey, what's up? Show me a YouTube video. So actually there is a place where we can shiny hunt Buttlebee, but it's not exactly the prettiest. So there's a Buttlebee there. Is this it? Is this craving? And apparently the other area is like area 17, which we're not gonna be getting for a while. A lot about it. Okay. Second. Apparently there's also like Alpha Garbodor somewhere. And I've reset that zone a whole bunch. So I feel like if there is an Alpha Garbodor anywhere, I should... Alright, I'll react to it in 1 second. 1 second. I have to... Okay, so apparently around, I think, here should be an Alpha Garbodor. God. I just need a minute. I gotta go and look at this Garbodor. I can hear it. Just have to find the way to it. Ah. Promise you might want to move. Jesus. Buddha. Alright. Alright, so made by yes, it was made by Hidden. Oh, hey. Oh, is it like changing Mario's moveset? Like each of his that's cute. Oh, I get it. It's from Mario 64. The piano. Oh, it's spikes? Jesus. The pea balloon. GameCube. That also, I mean, you can't take away the fool. Blood. Still Mario. Not invisible. No. We don't need Steve back. Absolutely not. Oh, from Donkey Kong Jr. The mini Marios. Penguin. Is it gonna jump off the cliff? I don't even know what that thing is. You said the mama penguin just like no. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh. From Wonder. Oh, that's cute. Can he backwards long jump? Oh, that's cute. I gave him a little grapple like thing. And the Paper Mario one. And the... Oh, it's supposed to be like the bully. The elephant, of course. Another Paper Mario. Oh, we don't need Minecraft Steve back. Oh, that's cute. That's less cute. That's good. Oh. No. Thank you. Oh, I know that. Yeah, that's from, I think Sunshine. That's good. That's good. Very creative. Okay, I think I'm going to call it. Is next up, we're probably going to end up, shiny hunting for an actual team member, a ground type. And that's gonna take a while, and we're going to be streaming this game tomorrow. So, we'll get to work on that, okay? So, thank you for coming. I really, 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 really appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.